morning, everyone. Good morning, especially to the section of ABM 11, as well as Humes and TVL. So, good morning, everyone. Since we don't have enough time to discuss this topic, because you will be given a workshop next week. So, that's why this topic will be on a video form. Okay? So let's start with the discussion. So class, after you have or master all the research design as well as to write RRL as well as to write a research problem and research question, we'll assume that we have all prepared now. Next is the data collection. So class, in this topic we will be discussing about the three types of data collection techniques. So let's first with the observation. Class in observation, here we collect data by watching or interacting or communicating with people or the subject of our research topic. So mostly here in this type of data collection technique is more on observing as well as a minimal interview to the subject. So here you can get authenticity of the answers of the students, not just answers, but also what they do. So more on the research design, mostly appropriate for this is the case study and ethnography. Okay, so class in observation, there are two types: the participant observation and the non-participant observation. First, we will delve about the participant observation. So here in participant observation class is that you join firsthand what happens. Dire mo apil yun mo, musulat mo sa inyong nakita, unsa yung isulat na ninyong interpretation o reflection. Dire, again, mo join mo sa ilaha. So mostly, dire na siya is ethnography. Okay? So next is the non-participation or structured observation. Dire class, dili mo muapil sila ha. You just watch or you just record or have an observation schedule. Dili yun every day, just like ethnography. Pwede na siya sa case study yapon. Right? So remember, there are two types of non-participation observation, which is the overt and covert. So class, in overt, kabalo or the subject know that you're observing. Do you have consent? Yes. Like he or she knows nag-observe ka kay gabon-uban man ka. Dili dili gabon-uban, like magtanaw lang ka siya ha. So aware siya. So unlike the covert, so covert class is they don't know that you're observing. You stay hidden. But still, when you're doing the two types of non-participation observation, make sure that you have a consent first before you conduct your data collection. Right? Sige. So there are two types again. It is covert and overt. Next. So class, aside from two types of observation, we have also a method of observation. First is direct observation. Here class, mutanaw mo sila ha, real-time events, like whole day ka mo observe sila ha. So for example, from this picture, di ba? Naadjug ka, nagtanaw sila ha. Right? But make sure that the way you observe is relevant to your research question. So for example, na classroom behavior, mo-observe jud ka nila whole day. Or playground interactions, kung mo sila sa playground, mo auto ka dito mo-observe ka, direct observation. But now, there are also indirect observation. So here class, dili kayo mo on touch yun sa subject. Like, di ba, unlike sa direct observation na whole day ka, pwede mo observe sila ha. Here, in the indirect observation, more on focusing ka sa kanilang important time lang na aha ka pwedeng mo observe. For example, continuous monitoring. Sa continuous monitoring, pwede ka na mag-video lang sila. Dili direct, tanaw lang nimong video or tanaw ka sa ilahang student interaction sa school. And also the spot sampling. Sa spot sampling class, dili siya whole day pero nalang kay time na pwede ka mo to sila ha. So for example, ang gusto nimo adtuan na sila is udto, so udto ra ka mo to sila. Dili gid anytime. Right? So there are two types of methods of observation. First is direct observation, and the second is indirect observation. So now, since we are already done with the observation or data collection technique, which is the observation, let's proceed with the questionnaire. So class, before you proceed to your conducting with your research interview, make sure you have a questionnaire. Why? Because the purpose of questionnaire is to have a written set of questions to give it to the students. You are ready, you are prepared. Dili mo dit sumuambak sa or di mo dit sumuadto sa respondent without any questionnaires, without any plan. Because the purpose of the questionnaire is to know what people think and feel about the topic. Tapos, makatabang po niya sa inyo during face-to-face interview, which is you're doing it maybe next week after next. Right? Also, make it easier to analyze answers. Because kung lahi-lahi yung answer, lahi-lahi yung questions to every students, unsa man ninyo pag-analyze naman. Okay? So remember class, there are two types of questionnaire, which is postal and self-administered. So here in postal class, this is the type of questionnaire that you will given only through Messenger, Google Forms, emails, and you will wait for the respondents to return the answers to you. But the disadvantage for this class is that maybe the respondents will not send back the answers because they will not have a care in your research. That's why we have self-administered. This is more on a secure. This is more secure class. Diri gyud pwede ninyo nihimuon. Diri gyud pwede ninyo gamiton kay you are the one who will go to the respondents and ask them the questions of your research. Okay, so more on most secure and self-administered. So in doing your research, much better to do self-administered rather than the postal, because there is no guarantee that the respondents will give it back to you their answers if you're using postal. But if you were using self-administered, you will have a greater chance to have some meaningful answers to the respondents. Okay? So next is the third data collection technique is the interview. So class here, diri na nato i-much focus atong topic because you will be doing this in the week after next. So this is much crucial for you. So I will be teaching you how to interview with your respondents ethically and meaningfully. Okay. Before class, what is interview? So interview class is asking questions verbally and collect information from people. So today the research design na itong ginagamit mostly here is phenomenology, because you will be studying or understanding the experiences, the lived experiences of the what of the subjects of your research. So class, it can be traditional or modern. So when we say traditional, it's face-to-face. Kamo ang moadto sila ha, kamo ang mo interview. And while the modern type of interview is more on phone, email, and online chat. So here, in your doing interview next week, a week after next, much better to do traditional, right? Okay. So class, before we proceed to our practicing on interview, let's proceed first with the type of interviews. So there are types of interviews class. First are structured. Here in structured class, question are fixed answers and responders only choose the answers as options. Structured na naki-question, na nakay-answers, kabalo na sa salalay mamili dayon sa answers. Unlike the unstructured class, the responders answers freely. You let them think and explain. Like mangutana ra ka, pero ang mostly gamitin gid ninyo ani sa inyong research or conducting your research or interview is semi-structured. Why? Because naa siya mix of structured and unstructured. Kaya na mo'y set of questions that is structured. But di wala mo'y given na answers na. Let the respondents answer. or explain their answers about your research questions. Okay? So remember, when interviewing, we will use the same structure. Also, their approach in doing the interview. First is the individual. Here, one respondent at a time. Isa-isa lang. Mano-manuhon yun mo. Isa-isa lang sila interviewon. Pwede po nimo sila i-focus or focus group or by group. Magtubag sila tanan. Isa ka question, isa ka respondent, isa ka grupo sa respondent. Ay, isa ka interviewee, interviewer, this one group dahil na interviewee. And also, pwede po mediated or mostly done online or phone and email. But in your doing your research or conducting your research interview, much better na individual na yung gamiton to have their answers individually para ma-analyze yun ninyo kung ma-analyze tapos makukuha din mo og sufficient data or substance sa ilahang answers, unlike the group or the mediated. Okay, so let's proceed with the highlight of our topic for today, which is the conducting the interview. So, class, dili mo dito muambak og interview sa students. Natay steps, step by step, para di pud sila ma-intimidate, di pud sila maglibog kung yung saan ninyo pag-conduct sa inyong interview. First class, getting to know each other. Dapat class, before you interview, mag-getting to know each other sa mo para di po siya ma-intimidate. So start with a small talk to make it respondents more comfortable. Like for example, mo introduce ka sa imong kagalingon, like hi, good morning. Good morning. I am Marjorie Esguerra. Thank you for letting me to interview you. How is your day? Or ana, getting to know each other sa. Dili dit so muambak sa main question sa imong research. Kay para po ma-set nimo ang conversation. Right? Sige, let's proceed dayon sa explain the research. So before, after you getting to know each other, explain dayon nimo or naset na nimo ang atmosphere sa pag-interview, explain din ang research. So for example, um, before we start, let me explain my research. Our research is about studying student habits. So we want or your answers will help me to understand how teens spend time reading. Ayan, na-explain sa gyud mo dari para di sila maglibo o to set them na sila awareness or background about sa imuhang topic. Okay? Explain ang research. First is, ayan ito, getting to know each other, and then next, explain the research. Mana? So, explain the research. Start, before you explain na ang about yung research topic ninyo, dili dito yapon mo ambak sa main questions. Dapat yapon mo, start yapon mo sa easy questions. So, for example, ask lang sa introductory questions like, can you tell me about yourself? O, most na siya, ingon din niya na yung name, o sa yung grade, o sa yung edad. Tapos, asa pa din ka, o sa imong hobbies, o sa imong favorite school activities, or favorite color, food, or anything else, or so on. Yan na lang sa class. Kada laging sayon lang sa na matubag sa niya. Para ma-set niya po ng iyang the way mo answer. Okay? So, then, after ma-set na niya yung the way mo answer, ambak natin ka sa main question o sa main interview. Then, na ito yung set sa questions na align sa yung research question. Okay, remember, align sa yung research question. Mostly open-ended questions ni ha, dili lang ng mga pangutana na yes or no lang ang tubag sa respondents. Much better na nasa explanation, na sila detailed answer sa inyong mga pangutana. For example, kani, how do you usually spend time you're reading at home? May nga na class, dili man sa yes or no dit sumuambak, i-explain din na niya o sa iyang ginahimo. Spend time reading at home. Okay? So manata sa getting to know each other, manata sa explain your research, muna po sa start with easy questions. Then after, nanata, during nata sa conduct the interview. After na class, natay step 5 ani class. Napari step 5, sorry, wala na butang. Ang step 5 class is make sure na aware sila na kunwari lang last question na nimo, ingon na po na sa imong respondents na, okay, okay, kung kunwari, for example, okay, Marjan, so this is the last question. So how would you blah 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 blah. So make sure ni aware sila na last question na kay para dili sila maingon na taasa pa ni oy. Ma-aware sila. Dapat ma-aware gid sila. And lastly, class, the afterthoughts or feedback. Diri class, magpasalamat na ka diri class or mangutan na kag any clarifications or any questions regarding your research, dira din ihimo ninyo. Okay? Mostly magpasalamat na mo ani. So ingan na class. Ingan na step by step on how to interview. Ay, napaday. Before you proceed with conducting an interview, make sure na i-aware ang student or have a consent na i-record ninyo inyong answers. Okay, um, para naamoy evidence or naamoy pwede mabalikan sa ilang answers para makayo na din mo og transcriptions and to make an analyzation of that answers. Okay? Sige. So, that is the steps of how to conduct an interview. First, getting to know each other sa. Next is to explain din yung research. Tapos, third, start with easy questions before giving the main questions or conducting sa inyong main questions. And after that, tell them that this is the last question. And lastly, magpasalamat or to give thanks to the respondents. Okay? So that's all our topic for today. Maybe if you want to improve your interview skills, practice it with your pair or practice it with your group before you conduct your research to your respondents. Mostly, all of you are the grade 10. Your respondents are grade 10 students. So make sure before you conduct, remember to have a consent and then practice step by step to have more your interview have meaningful and also ethical para dili mo makasuhan. Okay? Thank you very much. That is our topic for today. Goodbye.